Welcome back to Survival Everybody episode 7. Today's episode, I think what we're going to do is go ahead and get our oats planted in here. We're going to have to look at getting a weeder. There's actually a decent one for cheap in the store. This guy here looks like another 850. That should do us well, I think. It's only 2 meters, but I guess what is the speed on this? I guess it doesn't really say. Oh, 7 miles an hour. It might be a little slow, but it's definitely in the price range, and we can't go too crazy anyway. Actually, if we just have the small weeds, we could let them grow a little bit and just hit the spots that need it too. And then I think what we'll do is after that we'll advance and see if we can't get our skid steer bought. We have some pallets that are ready to go of lettuce. Looks good. Honey can be sold as well, so I'm very excited to do that. We got to get our skid steer first, and then we'll get a stump grinder for that skid steer. Take care of these stumps that have been all over the place and start cleaning it up around here. Then I suppose after that we could probably start. I gotta get some more appropriate clothing for this. There we go, that's a little bit better. Won't get all full of crap. Dust. Let's go ahead and get our seeder hooked up, and then we can get our oats planted. I don't think we're going to worry about fertilizer once again, because that stuff is quite expensive. Let's see here. Oats is right there. We'll drop her down. This is passive, so we don't have to worry about turning the PTO on. And we'll just run a little bit here, and then we'll see what we got. So, yep, so we got oats growing, yield bonus plus 51, no fertilization. Yeah, fertilization we got to look into at some point. I suppose we could buy bags, but the cost is kind of crazy. We really need to get that skid steer. And I think the cheapest one is 35,000, so we're still going to be kind of scraping for that as it is. But I think after we fast forward, get some passive income from our windmill over there, and then we should be able to get that purchased and then get to clearing our land up from those stumps. This is gonna take a little bit of time here with this, but we'll keep cracking away. Excellent. Got her all done here. Didn't go too bad. Used just a little bit of these stumps have gotta go. But I think what we'll do, so let's see, that's seeded. We might have to weed yet. We'll advance a day here, I think. We'll advance a day, see where we're at, how the weeds go. Hopefully it just needs a weeder when we advance. Keep an eye on the sales, and then yeah, I think we'll go ahead and get that skid steer so we can get these stumps out of here. And I don't even know how much the stump grinder costs. It's probably a pretty penny for that as well. I'm thinking $12.50 if I had to guess. Let's take a quick look. Combinations on our skid steer. Yeah, this one here is going to be $35. That's the cheapest. Like I said, we could trade it off in the future, maybe for this Kubota one if we need the weights in the back. But let's see what this has. Yeah, well, 25, so it ain't terrible. Brush and log fork. It'd be kind of nice to get a lot of these. Ooh, look at some of these other ones, but they cost a lot more. That we could use to cut a tree down, which would be excellent, but I don't think it'd be, without the weights in the back, that would be heavy for the skid steer. I think we got this one as well. I think it'd be kind of cool to get all these and kind of utilize some of these attachments. I mean, not all of them, but the log ones and stuff. All right, let's go ahead and advance, and then we'll check on our field, I guess. Okay, let's go see what we got here. Looks like our property income wasn't too much. It's kind of slowing down again. Kind of weird how those things work. Yeah, there's a few weeds here. It does say weeder. So what I think we'll do, it's almost kind of hard to see. Maybe as the day progresses, we'll be able to see it a little bit better. I'll run it a little bit at, I don't know, should we do 10x? And then we'll, yeah, we should probably buy that weeder, I guess. How much is that? That wasn't too expensive. Weeder. Then we can upgrade it later, of course, once we get a little more funds. But we'll go with this for now. Another 150 for that. Let's do that for the fun of it. Let's see, color. Let's go with the green, I think, for weeder, so we kind of know, so we don't mix it up. $1,000. Bam. We got her. Let's run on over to the sale area and grab our new weeder. Okay, we got our weeder here. We'll see how this works. See the sun move around a little bit, kinda, sorta, not really. We'll see how good this goes. Oh, like I said, it was only gonna be 6 miles an hour. I want to make sure, let's go a little bit faster with the time so we can kind of start seeing the weeds a little bit here. If we just keep it down maybe and just start going around. They're kind of all over, like, I was hoping for like a clump in some areas, but it's not really that way. They're like all over. There's some open spots, but nothing crazy. Just do the best job we can do, I guess. And that's the best thing we can do right now until we can start paying for fertilizer. We can't buy that because we do need to get some money for our skid steer. I think what we'll do after this is we'll go ahead and rest. Periodically check the sales. Hopefully a skid steer would come up in the sales. But I suppose the chances are so rare. Let's slow the time back down. Now it's raining. The chances are so rare for it to come up that maybe if I just keep saying skid steer in the mic, AI will pick it up and give it to us in the sales. That might be wishful thinking. Alright, looks like we got most of it. Might be a couple on the outer edge, but we're gonna call it good right there, I think. That wasn't too bad. We're holding about a steady 7 miles an hour. So it wasn't bad at all. Stumps again. Oh yeah. Soon those will be gone. Okay. I think what we'll do is go ahead and take a nap, and then we'll check the sales and we'll see what's up here. Yeah, it looks good. Ooh, nice. $1,800 for property income. Finally a good month. I don't know what is going on with that. Sales, a little crazy for our budget. Probably wouldn't hurt to do some grassland at some point. But we're definitely not ready for that. Yeah, if we could keep getting months like that for property income, we would do all right. Okay, I guess we'll just continue advancing, at least up until this is ready to harvest. And then I think we'll go ahead and buy that skid steer. Hopefully we got enough money for it. Okay, so we are in August. There's nothing in the sales right now that's of use to us. For our budget, we do have to put some more water into our greenhouse before we advance. Our oats are done. But I think what I'm going to do is save those for the next episode, and we'll continue advancing here until we get enough cash or a skid steer comes up in the sale. I think it's imperative that we kind of get that going. Withering of crops is not on. And again, we could pick the crop and get a little money for that, but it's still probably not going to be enough anyway, so we might as well just advance through the months, get enough money. Oh, we were full of water already. Forgot I topped it up. Okay, there we go. This will take a few times. Okay, there we go. We are topped up. So that continues to produce. I'm just going to save it quick here. So if it does wither, we can reload. Which I don't think it should. We have the calendar crop off, so they should just stay there. Okay, we skipped ahead quite a bit here, so we're up to 38,000. Took many months. There's nothing in the sales, unfortunately. That would work for us. But we do have enough to get the skid steer, and we can get those buckets as well. I think what we'll do is we will drive the truck down there with the trailer. And then we can put the buckets and things on the trailer, I suppose, and then we could have a worker maybe drive it back. Or they can drive the skid steer back. That way we get every attachment that we need. We need the forklift, and then we need the stump grinder. That's priority. And then we'll see what else they have. I think there was one more I wanted to get. Here we are, Cleaver Motors. Gonna do a little bit of shopping, shall we? Okay, so what we need is numero uno, the skid steer. Cheapest one they have here. What do we think on tires? I always like the traditional Bobcat tires like that. So 35, we'll buy that. And then let's do combinations. Let's definitely get the forks so we can sell our lettuce. And oh, there's red or black. We'll leave black. And then our stump grinder was another thing we wanted to get. Oh yeah, we want to get these two eventually. We'll have to save up for these. I have a feeling this is going to tip the Bobcat over though. Just a hunch. Go with the black there as well. I think it's good to have actually own the stump grinder, because what we're going to be doing is a lot of expansion for our hobby farm. Definitely got some more ideas here. Let's fire this bad boy up. And then we can go ahead and throw I guess we'll need to throw one attachment on because we can leave the other one on the skid steer. So we'll just pop this in the trailer. So we can easily grab it. There we go. And then we'll grab the stump grinder. And then I think we'll just send this back on a worker. Okay, I can't strap that fork in, it appears, because it is a bale or tipping trailer. If it was the flatbed, we could. It's in the back anyway. I guess it ain't going anywhere. Okay, it's about time we take out these stumps. So let's fire this thing up. And we'll see how good this goes. A little bit here, a little bit there. As long as there's wood shavings, that means it's doing something, or we gotta keep moving. Just a little stump thing there. I don't know if it's quite working. There we go. Took a little while. But we got her. That was the most... Well, that one was the second one. And there's a couple others over here that were a real pain. It's good to say goodbye to these. Okay, after this we'll pop out to the builder menu and we'll see if we see any more stumps. Kind of hard to tell. Okay, I guess I don't really see any more. If we ever find one though, we do own it, so we can always grab it and take care of them. So now what I think we'll do is we should check our prices for our lettuce and our honey. We could probably get those sold and make some cash, which would be very helpful for how we're looking right now. There we go. Let's see, what are we going to sell first? Let's check. Right here, farmer's market 6,000. So I think what we'll do is just take both of these to the farmer's market and we'll call her good. Yep, right over there in town. I think it's where all those vendors were. Shouldn't be too bad. We need to... We almost need to configure that trailer to a flatbed. So should we try to put the lettuce in the back? In the trailer? I almost don't know what would be better here. We'll see what happens, I guess. Kind of wonder if this is going to be too heavy for this skid steer too. There's only one way to find out. Imagine getting 20 grand for our lettuce. That's some nice passive income. Now let's put these forks in a little bit. There we go. Oh, easy. Handling it with ease. So what we'll do is, I guess, kind of... We slide them in between the wheelbases. Looks like that should work. I don't know how many we have if we have to double stack. We might have to do that. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to double stack. We might have that much lettuce. I just hope that it's not going to be that much weight for it. I guess we'll just push it forward. Okay. Lettuce is on there. 6 pallets. That was pretty good, but that was a lot of fast forwarding we did also to get that many. And we got quite a bit of honey here too as well. So we'll pick this up. I don't know, like I said, if we should probably throw this in the bed of our truck. It is a little bit heavier, it seems like. Ooh. We're definitely on the front wheels. I guess we could squeeze it on the back. I just kind of worried about the truck being able to handle that much weight. Hopefully it doesn't pop a wheelie on us. Okay, we are loaded. I hope we can make it over there in one piece. We do got to look at upgrading our house here at some point too, but it's kind of tough to do when you want to make sure we can get the equipment. That skid steer is really going to help a lot. Alright. We'll lock these in. And off we shall go. Seems like it's handling it fairly well. See what happens when we get out on the road. Okay, we are here. So the trigger, or the marker, is not quite in the right spot. So I'm trying to figure out where we would. There's our clothes, donuts. That's a good question. Grapes, eggs. Here's some lettuce, so I guess I must go to this guy right here. Okay, well, let's squeeze through here, I guess. I don't know if they would just end up taking all of it. And we'll see what happens. It's taking a little bit. Our trailer's swaying over there too, so that helps. Patience is of the essence. There's 5,660. We gotta get repositioned here. There we go. Yeah, you couldn't really get a bigger trailer in here, so I don't know. It's definitely gonna have to be a small operation. It's good for the farmers market though, having a small local farm like that. That's awesome. There's 11,000 there. That was pretty good. And then we'll sell our honey over here, I think. There we go. And bam, another 1687. Very good. So now we're back up to 19,000. We just gotta squeeze out here, make sure we don't run anybody over. I hope they enjoy the lettuce. Took us a while to get that, but we got her. Should we check the sails before we take off? This carrier would be kind of nice after we'd get... It's only 4 meters wide though too. But it's 140 horse you need for that. So that is for another time down the road if we do go that big. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to leave it there for today's episode. On the next episode, we're going to get our field harvested, and then we should probably take a look at maybe upgrading our house or something. Although I hate to put that money towards that, we should get the equipment. We'll have to see what we're going to do. We'll see you guys on the next one.